1254 here again. Welcome back to another video, and today I know this is going to be a controversial topic, guys, but today basically we're going to be talking about Fear the Walking Dead Season 6A and why it has aged very poorly for me. So a lot of you guys are probably thinking, like, you praised this half, you think it's a great half, like you were singing this half's praises a long time ago. And yeah, I was, back when it first aired. I really did like Fear the Walking Dead 6A. But here's where the problems start coming in for me, guys. It doesn't age well for me personally. It hasn't aged well. And keep in mind, 601 and 604 are mostly exempt when I say this. But, I don't know. 602 hasn't aged well for me. It's pretty boring. 603 is just whatever. It's just set up for something that completely flops at 6B anyway. 605, it's a good episode, but it ain't a masterpiece or anything. 606, I don't like it. And 607 is trash if you ask me. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. It's just not a good half. Like, characters do weird shit in this half. Like, Ginny as a villain is just terrible if you ask me. The Pioneers are a really bland, boring threat. There's not really any intimidation from them. You get like this Daniel amnesia plot in 602 that it just doesn't go anywhere. Like, it's basically build up to make you think that Daniel is going to be like this really good character, right? And like, you think that he's going to do all this crazy stuff later in the season when he doesn't do anything really other than in the season 6 finale, and even that's questionable what he does in that episode. So Daniel's been wasted in 6A. Victor, I will say, is pretty good in this half. He does quite a bit of stuff. I like when he becomes like a ranger and stuff, and like you have to fight with him and John. Like I said, 604 is a masterpiece episode, so is 601, so you won't be hearing any complaints about those two episodes, because I actually find those two episodes to be really good. But yeah, now on to my problems with 603. Basically, it's just a bottle episode sitting in this building for the whole thing, and it's like, its end is the beginning setup, right? But here's the thing, it doesn't go anywhere. The end is the beginning, as you all know now. Spoilers ahead here, guys, but yeah, that group is irrelevant. They don't do anything other than launch a missile, and then they all just die randomly right after. So, it just doesn't do it for me, this one. 605, however, I will say is a pretty good episode, but I do have my issues with it. Like, I think Sherry is terrible in that episode. And, like, I don't know. That's really it for that one, honestly, guys. Like, Sherry's a really bad character. But other than that, 605 is actually a pretty good episode. I don't have too many issues with it. 606 is when the problems start to come in for me, though, guys. And, here's my major issue with 606, is that it's a June bottle episode. And in 6A, I don't like the June character. She's very bland, very boring. You have Sarah, that's a major character in this one, which that character I really don't care for whatsoever. And, like, Ginny's in this one, too. She does a bunch of stuff, but, like, I don't know, guys. It's like, Ginny's a really bland villain. She doesn't do anything in this episode, really, other than, like, scream like an idiot when she gets her hand bit, really. I mean, I don't know. This episode just didn't do much for me. However, I will say, the John stuff at the end was really good. It's just, the build-up to get there, it's one good scene if you ask me, really. Plus, what's his name again? This is how irrelevant this character is. Yeah, Wendell briefly appears in this one, and it's his only appearance in the whole season. I'm like, what was the point of that? Like, I don't know, guys. And then 607, I don't like it whatsoever, guys, other than like a few things from the ending. I think Ed's a terrible character. You guys know my thoughts on Alicia. I think she's very, very overrated. I'm not a fan of her whatsoever, really. What else don't I like from this one? Oh yeah, it basically sets up John Dory's death. Like, you have, basically the Dakota character, and, like, you know, Strand wants to take her back to Lawton, which, man, I wish he did. Otherwise, John would, like, you know, if she was gone, then frickin' John would still be alive, so. I don't know, Alicia basically indirectly got John killed. It's like she shoots him in season 4, and then she has to finish the job, so she gets Dakota to finish him, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work for me, guys. And the ending scene is pretty good, and I like the standoff with Morgan and Victor. But like I said, guys, the ending cannot save a failed product. If the product is bad, then what's the point of a decent ending? It's like, pardon the spoilers for Game of Thrones here, guys. But it's like Game of Thrones 308. I'll use that as an example. It's the worst episode of the show, in my opinion. And basically, there's one good scene near the end where, like, Sam kills, like, a White Walker. But, like, it's one good scene, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to save the rest of the episode. And it's just this half. Like, I used to love this half, guys. Like, I used to, like, sing this half's praises. You can go back on my old reviews. Like, you can see some of my 6B live streams, too. I talk a lot of good things about 6A. But overall, I gotta say, guys, this half has aged like spoiled milk. It's not a good half of the show for me personally. I only like 601 and 604. 605 too, actually, is a pretty good episode. I'm not gonna say too much bad things about that one, but the rest of it, I just don't care for it, guys. And technically 608 is a part of 6A. It is a full first half, so if you count 608 as a part of 6A as well, it just adds to the problems if you ask me. So yeah, guys, that's really going to be it for this video. I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on Fear the Walking Dead 6A. Like, you guys probably disagree with this, and that's all fine and dandy. I'd actually like to hear your guys' opinions, like, you know, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, like, on my opinions on this half. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah, guys, see you in the next one.